What up?
What's going on, guys?
Jim back in the house again.
Getting stoned for the first time in a week.
Oh man. Hell yeah. Freaking cool. Oh, there's double A.
I ain't never had food poisoning last 8 days before.
Yeah, I know, man.
What's up, Jim? Long time here. Or
Oh,
see?
man.
Long time no see for sure.
Oh, is that thing orange? I forgot they made one in orange. Heck yeah.
Did you paint that? Oh, Fair RC, I bet.
Yeah.
Evo.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good to see you, Liz. What? What's up,
Hell yeah.
Lewis?
Badass.
Is it just me or is Jim really quiet?
What's
Yeah, he's
that?
kind of quiet. Is it just me or is Jim kind of quiet?
He does seem kind of quiet. I'll turn his mic up a second.
Maybe bump yours up a little touch too.
Oh wow.
Super says, now all the freaks are here.
Nah.
Gotta love them freaks.
What's up, Ed?
All right, how's that? Any different?
That's a little. It's still quiet, but I can hear you.
How do we sound, guys?
I got my volume on my phone turned all the way up too, so.
Hell yeah.
Liz says, we love our RC family.
Ah.
Damn straight.
Ed McBride, what's going on, everybody? What's going on, Ed? Ed Dutchman, how you doing? Good to be back, Ed. Wolf Tracks. Finally, it's a beardy.
Ah.
31 people and 11 likes, said Jacob. What's going on, Mr. Bliss?
Hell yeah. Zach in the house.
Corn Freak
Got
says,
new links for a future build.
we're more popular here than in real life or anything that we do. Yeah, I know the feeling, buddy. I think what it is that, you know, there's just not enough people like each of us in our area to hang around. So
Yeah.
we have to reach out across the country. Well, the world, really, just to find people like us.
So, Double A nailed me good today because, again, I passed the damn post office twice today and still forgot to mail the stupid care packets to the UK.
I should have called him earlier.
Hello,
That was my
Jim
fault.
and A-hole.
Yeah, it's the a-hole.
Literally have everything in the box. It's going to take a big
Papa
box.
Shorty.
Like, this is not going to be cheap, I feel.
No, but this, when we see their faces light up, it's going to be well worth it.
Yeah,
Denny,
yeah, it is.
Denny said this is his only socialization.
Hell
That's
yeah.
not true. I see pictures of you and your dad and brother.
Oh, shoot. All right.
Zach said that's what she said. Lewis said, "Damn it, Jason, what the fuck?"
Nah.
Talk to
Shorty
Dustin
said he's
at all?
trying to get his neighbor started in RC.
What's that?
Have you talked to
Papa
Dustin at all? Upper left?
No, I haven't actually. Not in a while.
Yeah, I saw him
mean-
weekend before last.
Yeah. He pops
Lewis
in and
said-
reacts to a couple of texts that I send him every now and then, but I think he's playing it kind of low key.
He's had a
Lewis,
lot of stuff going on. He got a new job, and he's working 5 days a week again, and instead of the 4 that he was working. And his daughter was had some kind of nasty cold bug that wouldn't go away, and all the above.
Yeah, there it is. So Lewis said it's going on month 8. So you're almost due.
Month 8. What's he mean?
I don't know. Either I missed something or something, but he said it's going
Over
on
my
month
head.
8.
Has it been 8 months since we started that care package?
Oh, has it been that long?
Maybe that's
No
what
way.
that is. Ooh.
Bruce just sent me a text on
What's up, Bruce?
Instagram saying it says Jason is live. Really?
Huh.
Travis said, "Yeah, shipping ain't cheap."
Nope. Especially when you
Bruce
gotta go
said,
across the big
Aaron
pond.
and Jim and the other guy.
Well, I think what's gonna really freaking do it in is the die-cast truck I'm sending them and the model kit that's
It's not so much size as weight. Weight is
Yeah. Right. Not to mention we got like 40 pounds worth of tires in there.
There's 40 pounds. Come on now. They got their fair share of tires coming to them, that's for sure.
Corey
I
said,
had forgotten all the tires that I threw in there for my collection. They're getting like freaking damn near 20 sets of tires.
I threw a.
You know
bag
what?
full of-
Maybe they can do like what we've got going on. Maybe they can pay it forward and find somebody that they know that RCs with them and need something, or can't really.
Yeah.
It's not a cheap hobby. Obviously, we all know that. And if we can help each other out, sometimes that's what we do.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Corey said he got a few neighbors into RCs in the last few years. Pissed a few off with his 5th scale buggy. I've given like 7 trucks away since I got back into RC, hooking buddies up and stuff, just so to get them into it. I mean, if you expect somebody to join you in your hobby, you kind of got to start them, huh? That's the way I figured.
Little bit,
I couldn't ask guys to
sometimes.
go drop a few $100s each, and to get into something they didn't even know if they liked or not. So I hooked them up, and
I think
some
I
of them
got
haven't done shit, and some of them are into it.
I think I got like 3 or 4 of them that you've given me, Jim. WPL,
Not so-
M99.
Yeah.
Well, technically, yeah, I'm gonna count it. Tweety Bird, Stubby Jeep.
Oh, well, that was just a body made.
Oh, that's right. That's the monster
I
truck.
could have swore there was a 4th one, but I can't think of it.
I don't know. Seems like there's something, but I don't remember. Corn Freak said his cousin had open heart surgery a month ago, like bad. He's 37 and down and out, oversized load, special load, semi driver. Won't be able to drive for at least a year. He's selling RCs.
Oh,
Yeah. That's how we end up out of the hobby, man. Life hits. Sometimes
Yeah,
you gotta
it's too
give
bad.
up. Bruce said his apartment maintenance guy's getting his first car next week.
Nice.
So we can come run Bruce's course. Corn Freak said to survive at this point. Yeah, been there, man. Had to sell it all off to save my ass. Not just RCs. I've sold lots of shit off before to save my ass. Guns, whole bunch of guns, lots of guns.
Yeah. You might have to hit up Corn Freak later.
About
Yeah, I was actually going to do that. Liz said, I never thought about 3 years ago I'd be sitting here watching an RC chat every weekend. That's for sure.
Ha!
or on a
I'm
Thursday
sure.
night.
I know. It's very attractive, isn't it?
Bob
Mine's
Shorty
coming
said he
back.
gave me one of his WPL trail trucks. That's what I did. I gave out about 7 WPL trucks.
One to me. Well,
Yep,
basically 2, because you gave me enough parts to build 2, but 1 chassis.
Well,
But
what I gave you was a C14 KM, which is a kit metal directly from WPL. But then I had ordered an extra C24-1 body, which is the white Toyota body.
Yep.
I ordered the cap for it. I had I don't know. There was a few extra things that I threw in there so that you could make any which model.
Yeah, you threw about every upgraded part imaginable in the box as well.
Did I throw in all that metal shit too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had all the braces, the metal bracing, servo mount, I don't know, shocks, bunch of shit. That's cool, Papa. Jacob said dibs on the next free truck, Jim.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I got it. I got his free truck. There we go.
Cutest little gladiator ever.
Yeah, I know. I got shitty handwriting. I'm the only one that has to read it. So.
Oh. Trouble has entered the track shack.
That's it, Corn Freak. Wow.
It's a little late for you to still be up, Bob.
Bob the Builder's in the house.
How you doing, brother?
Nice to meet you, Bob.
Hey, what's up?
That's double A.
Double A, all right.
AKA Aaron with
Yep.
2 A's.
Bob the Builder,
Hey, Ron.
AK-47. No,
I hear you, freak.
gotta get me something like that.
Papa said I have a kidney for sale. Any buyers? Careful, Papa. They might just show up in the middle of the night and take you up on it nowadays.
Oh, Dad, you're never gonna live that down. You show your face in the next 5 comments. Raw weenies. Bob's raw weenies.
Anybody for a weenie?
Oh shit.
Hoodwiz is looking for TRX4M parts.
Looking for what?
Anybody's got any for sale. TRX4M parts. If anybody's got any for
Oh,
sale,
parts for
Hoodwiz is
sale.
looking for 'em.
No.
Yeah, my computer's lagging too because you said those comments, Jason, and then now it just came up on mine.
Huh.
Liz says gummy brain, Jason.
No, I can't. I got to drop for a drug test probably next week.
What's up, Dan Trivet? He said back of the line.
Back of the line.
I'm sure he said that when what's up, COD Memories, when your dad popped up.
Yeah. El Camino.
Man, that was good.
Hey, Mike, what's going on, Osborne?
Mike. That was yesterday, though. He didn't even see the joke when I did it. Battery didn't respond to it.
No. Dan said he's got a defender body for the Traxxas. Right.
I'm in the-
up, Koshner?
Yeah.
I'm in the air about what I'm going to do with my 4Ms, whether I'm going to keep them or get rid of them.
Missed you too, brother.
Really don't know what I want to do yet.
You're gonna put up all that metal back there? Yeah.
Travis said he's jealous, Aaron. He's saving up for a T-Hunter after he buys tires for his real car. Man. Mike said, I did. I chuckled inside. Aaron. Oh, are you reading them too?
Nope. I was changing the channel on my television.
Osborne commented that
Yeah,
he did.
yep.
He did. Yeah.
Yeah. He was laughing inside, you said.
Jeremy of the jungle. Jeff Walter, how you doing, brother?
How's your back doing, buddy?
Yeah. Yeah, man. How is it?
He was talking about having to go in for a cortisone shot. Boy, I don't envy that at all.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, man. Corn Freak said T-Hunter's cool, but he needs a Evo van for Liz.
I'm
almost there, Jeff.
really surprised how nice the shocks are on this rig. It's hard to show it when it's right here on this camera, but for stock shocks, they're
Travis reminded me that
Nice.
he sent out those chassis and they'll be over here at my place on Monday.
Oh, nice.
right on.
And COD Memories, loving the new course, Jay.
Thank you very much, man.
Liz said, on a positive note, my birthday is Monday. Wow,
Well, happy birthday, Liz.
I'm not going to be around. Well, we'll have to try and say happy birthday on Monday, but happy birthday now. Bob Shirley, what type of oil is best for 1/24th shocks? You're talking the oil-filled shocks? Do you have a set of those? Most people are running somewhere between like 30 and I've heard people say 20 to 35. What they like.
Whatever I can find.
Awesome. Zach's going to come up and visit me up at the bridge on the 2nd and 3rd of August. That's going to be sweet.
Oh, that's crazy. Jeff Walter, quite a quick storm we had here. Winds are brutal, ripped off the tar roof of the crawler wagon. Has to get a new one sometime.
Oh, man.
Bruce's birthday is in 10 days.
No,
Mine's a little over 2 months away. Jason's is almost 2 months exactly.
Yep.
Travis said, happy motherfucking birthday. Can you drink now? He's talking to Liz. Yep, Jacob, that's what I say. Anywhere from 20 to 35 is generally what I've heard, pretty much.
All right, I gotta turn on some brighter lights because I can't see a damn thing.
Liz is laughing. She said she'll be 27. Woohoo.
It's just a baby.
Such a young, yeah, you're half my age, Liz. Freak said the storms were intense there a couple hours ago. Watched a huge tree come down. Woof. Wolf tracks. Let's start singing. Frank said they had golf ball size hail there. Outpost is counting the days down until the gauntlet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be meeting us up there. Woo! Corn Freak said he's never seen 4 inches of rain and 70 miles per hour.
Oh, we had that last week. We had 60-mile-an-hour winds and 5.5 inches of rain.
You hear about that town in Kentucky? 11 inches of rain in 24 hours.
Oh, I know. Holy
He said
balls.
4 inches
Underwater.
in an hour. He said they got 4 inches in an hour.
In an hour? Holy crap.
Corey McKenzie's going to turn 40 at the gauntlet.
Nice.
Hey, me
When's
too.
your birthday?
Hey, what's up, Guy Outdoors?
The gauntlet's during my birthday, so you must be pretty darn close to us, Jason.
Yeah.
Guy Outdoors couldn't comment for 20 minutes. He had no comment.
Huh.
His chat bar wasn't showing, he said. Wow, that's crazy.
Odd.
Travis had to cut up a tree at his mother-in-law's. Lightning hit it. Thanks, Guy.
Oh, stickers. That's right.
Bruce said they need rain in Washington.
Yeah, we could use some. Who said
Woodward
that?
is getting hit by the storm coming off Erie right now.
Who said they could use rain in Washington?
Bruce.
Oh, yeah.
Freak said he'll be 41 a couple weeks. Yay, license registrations are due. Yeah. Especially when they ask for it, right? Max said they had floods last weekend up in Connecticut. Papa went out scouting for new trails today.
Bastard.
Ran into a wasp nest. Oh, man.
Oh, we were killing freaking yellow jackets over here.
They're really bad this year here, too. I got rid of a nest in my old 84 GMC, my K10 the other day.
Well, I actually don't know if they're yellow jackets or not. They are basically going underneath of the wall of my barn. I don't know if they're going in the dirt or if they're actually in the wall of my barn.
They'll do both.
So Chris said it's raining hard where he's at. High winds. Freak said, yeah, it's probably the storms that rolled past him. And Liz said 2 confirmed tornadoes.
Oh, damn.
Dan said we needed rain. It was getting way too dusty. Where you at, Dan? Jeff Walter said he has to stay away from the wasps now. He's allergic. Or he's allergic now. He has to go to the ER if he gets stung. Man.
Keep an EpiPen on you.
They said all our plants needed the rain, but now they got wind beat. Bruce is painting his JLU body. Rust-Oleum black. Truck bed coating. Gonna be bomb-proof. Denny said he misses the rain. It was 106 today. Swear to God, I heard a water bomb. Yeah, that noise right there. Oh, I wasn't looking. I was looking over here and I'm like, man, that sounds like a water bomb. Jeff said it sucks getting old and your body just falls apart. Yeah, well, that's why we had all that fun in our youth.
Only thing I need for this truck is a stupid servo horn. I don't know what I did with it.
That's another thing. I know you were talking about this last night, but the Mofo People Servo comes with a servo horn.
Yes, there's a lot of them that do now, actually. A lot of the really, really cheapy ones do, but
Papa said he went 46 years without ever getting stung by anything. He got tagged 5 times in the last 2 weeks. Damn.
oh damn.
He said he don't even care anymore. Corey said, Hoodwiz, anywhere near Shabokin, Pennsylvania?
Shabokin?
Shabokin. Shoeboken.
You're smoking?
I wonder if it's supposed to be Hoboken. But he's got an S in front of it. Probably supposed
No.
to. Hoboken sounds right.
You're supposed to be smoking.
I am.
Yum.
Wow. Corn Freak said local mall here in September is doing a mini crawler event with A-Main Hobbies hauling in a mini course. September
Oh
30th.
wow.
That's awesome.
Chris is from Little Valley. All right, Brock, we'll catch you later. He said, stay stoned. Later, guys. Got to get up early.
Yeah, servo horn, servo horn, servo horn. Where did you go, servo horn?
Yeah, I think I kind of broke my funk.
Nice.
Started working on a new rig.
Yeah? Yeah. I like it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's that original Crawler Works RB1. It's like the Capra.
RB1 Kenobi?
Might have to name it Ben.
That's what I think of every time I hear that name of that chassis.
Two electronics in there. Of course, it's got a torque beast. And then pretty much everything else on this thing is Endura. An Endura skid with an Endura transmission. Endura plus, well, they're the +4 per sides. The wide axle +8, whatever you want to call it. It's the Endura mount, Emax servo. This is all stuff I had bought, I don't know, like a year ago or more. Yeah, Travis, those poor stores that get hooked in with Traxxas, to get Traxxas, they have to sign a deal where they won't carry any other brands in their store. It's like total crap. And, you know, a lot of places do it because, like, around here, I mean, that's pretty much all there is people running Traxxas for years and years, you know, just bashing around and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know of any shops around here that only sell Traxxas. They gotta sell a little bit of everything.
There's a hobby shop that I go to not so far from me. It's in Hillsdale, and it's that little private one, and they've got Traxxas, but they're like, fuck you. And they carry Axial and a bunch of other shit. And you know what? Traxxas still sends them shit.
Yep.
Yeah, guy, it's actually more like the Capra is, I think, what it really looks more like.
Here's the Endura buggy. I've got the nylon portals on it.
Oh. Yeah, that thing's looking big or badass, man. Oh, that's cool, Travis. He's going to try some 1.2 and 1.5 rims. He got an STL file for.
Kim, I was actually talking to Bliss today, and I was asking him if he had a pinion puller. Doesn't Mofo sell one?
No, I got mine through fuck, what's the name? BantamShop.club. He's Steve O'Neill out of Las Vegas. He carries a lot of stuff to work on WPLs, like upgrade stuff. But he's been carrying up more stuff here lately, like more geared toward 24, I think, if I remember correctly.
Does that? I'm assuming that pinion puller works on the 24s.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Here. Jay.
Oh, that is cool. Oh. Nice.
I actually had to get at it with a file.
Oh.
Thin that edge out.
Yeah. How does that actually work?
Well, so you've got a pinion.
Yep.
And you see that tiny little gap you end up getting. This is an original Torque Beast. Yeah, see, it's kind of wedged on there. Get her in there nice and tight. And then this.
Oh, okay.
Straighten that motor out. Here, get on there.
That one's on there tight.
Yeah. But anyway, you work this in. And then you've got a whole bunch of different pins.
Oh,
Pick
okay.
the right pin, and then this screws down and press the shaft.
Nice.
You put the pin in here, and it presses on the shaft, and it drives the shaft out of the gear.
Gotcha. Hell yeah.
Oof. Ta-da!
Did that one actually come off?
No, I didn't pull it.
You did?
I never put a pin
Oh.
in. I
Oh,
never
gotcha.
took- I see. This is like the one you would use to.
Yeah.
You've got. All right, where's the damn camera? All right, there it is. So, yeah, that would drive
nice.
in to the shaft, and then you've got the gear sandwiched on both sides on the back side, and so it
Nice.
it up. Yeah. Micro gear puller. Phantomshop.club. Steve O'Neill. You can find Steve O'Neill on Facebook. I've got him on Messenger and that. Talk to him kind of regular. He's part of the Wolf Pack. Man, I think I've missed
Hey,
a bunch
Mark.
of chat.
Mark,
I can't go back.
Mark. Go get in your bed. Go get in your bed.
Then he said he'd be excited to have school
No,
lunch
that's-
pizza. Travis, he says be a man and use pliers. No, I do it right, man. I don't want to fuck my shit up. Ask Jason one.
Yeah, last night I tried doing that and I almost pulled the entire shaft right out of the freaking motor. Luckily, I did not ruin the motor.
That's why you don't do it. Get a gear puller. I mean, do what you got to do. But myself personally, when I got back in the hobby, that was one of the first things I went looking for.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Just
was
because I knew.
ever so slightly trying to use these. Like I squeezed it a little bit first to kind of use the chamfer of the, and then I started prying, and lo and behold, shaft started coming out.
We're
In
talking
any
about food.
contact, that is not a good thing.
I'm glad I haven't been reading the comments. These fuckers are sitting there talking about all kinds of food. I ain't eaten a week, and you guys are going to talk about all this good food. You're mean. That's all I've been doing all day is starting to think about food.
Quit thinking about it. Go eat.
Kind of can't now.
Can't. Why?
I mean, although if you do want to
Because I'm
see
not in the
Jim,
kitchen.
yeah,
Huh?
Because I'd have to go to the kitchen.
Oh,
Spend a half hour, 45 minutes in there.
gotcha. Gotcha.
My dad yelling.
Come here, Marsh.
I still can't
Come here,
find the
buddy.
stupid turbo horn.
What's the matter? What's the matter? You want to go finish your supper?
I'm at a complete loss. I have no
Uh-oh.
idea what happened to this stupid servo horn.
So, the other day, my dad says, I'm freezing. Turn the heat on. Yeah, that was I just stood there. I'm like, what? Yeah, my brain just wouldn't process. It's mid-July and you want the heat on. I said, how about we just open the windows and let, the heat in from outside. He said, it's cold out there. I said, what? Because I knew it wasn't cold, but all right, I'll go check. I go and look on the deck. You know what the thermometer on the deck said? 85 degrees.
What was
I
inside
said,
the
it's
house?
cold outside? He said, yeah, it's cold outside. I said, okay, what do you want me to set the heat on? Because it's 85 out there. You want on 90? He goes, no, set it for 74. You know what I did? I just shut it all down. Fuck it. I am not turning the heat on in mid-July. It's not happening.
Yeah.
Would you have AC on?
Well, yeah, but it wasn't set to like that low. It was like 70,
Right.
I don't know, 76 or something,
He should just went and got him a sweater.
Well, he sits there buried in a blanket. It's like, oh God, dude. Well, the reason this comes up is because my dad just come yelling and wants to know what's the heat on. I said, with the air's on, it's set for 69. He said, well, what's the temperature in here? It's 69. He said, isn't it awfully hot? What do you want me to set it to? 65?
Oh man.
I don't know.
Mother effer.
You know what they say, Jim? Come in as a child, go out as a child.
No, he never fucking grew up. He's been a child his entire life, dude.
Okay, well, some people say a child their whole life.
No, my dad is he's a narcissist. He's an alcoholic. He behaves as a child. He's always behaved as a child.
He never grew
He's the
up.
worst person I've ever known in my life. It's literally my entire adult life has been kind of like being his parent.
Mother effer. If this servo horn don't fit, I'm gonna be absolutely freaking.
Then he said his AC is set to 79.
It's a nice 68.
So hot he took a shower. What?
It's a nice 68 here.
It's a nice 70 here.
69 in here. 69, dude.
For a barn, that's pretty impressive.
Wolf Track said it's so hot he took a shower. I know exactly what he means because I lived in Florida twice in my life.
Gotta water the grass. Watch out for the bees.
Yeah, be on a pee-pee.
Yeah, Wolf Track said, boo AC. Well, dude, if you lived somewhere where it got down to like -20 in the winter time, then you could understand those of us who can't endure that hot weather.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, super. I hear you. He says it's 110 outside, so 31-degree difference. Yeah, I get it. I think we kept it like 80 when I was a kid in Florida. It'd be 100 outside.
My dad gets up, walks to the door. He's like, I gotta go water the grass. I'm like, watch out for the bees. He's like, ooh, bee in the pee-pee.
Not in the winter time, or not at night.
Right.
That's when you take a nest out.
I know, but we've been killing freaking yellow jackets all freaking day. No bee in the pee-pee.
Corey said, okay, that's 4 cars with a flat tire pulled up in front of his house. You need to start a business, dude.
Ah, damn it. I don't have any servo horns.
Corn Freak said, "Yeah, I'm gonna need a sweatshirt with that AC on in there, Jason."
Ah. Why do you think I'm wearing this one?
Really?
Look at
Oh my gosh! Why not
my
just turn
dad's
the
over
AC
here.
off?
My dad's over here in freaking shorts and a t-shirt.
It's 69 in here. I'm in here in my boxers and a t-shirt. Wolf Tracks is afraid to go to Florida. Yeah, I could understand that. Jeff said box fans move air around nice. Yeah, I've got a box fan on in here too. I forgot. Yeah.
I got that going above over there. See, it's not a box fan, but it's a fan.
I don't need it. I've got
Because
a.
the
I got
AC,
forced air. It's blowing underneath the table, hit the bottom of the table right on my knees.
so that's on the far west wall blowing south, and the AC is on the south wall east blowing north. So it's like a
You're gonna get a tornado.
Tyler Annabelle, what's up?
Tyler, what's up, man?
Corn Freak says, "There's a skeeter on my Peter. Knock it off." Oh, whack it off. Pymethrin kills yellow jacket nest overnight, said Papa.
Oh, what does?
Pymethrin.
What's that?
Pymethrin. Go to Tractor Supply and ask them for some pymethrin. They'll point you to it. I promise.
Okay. I
Where they
never
got the
even heard
blinker
of it.
fluid.
Hey, that's an actual thing. I found a picture on the internet of a jug of blinker fluid.
A what?
And the
Guys,
internet
it's
never
72
lies.
for him and no AC. Just leaving the windows open. Wow, that'd be nice. It's probably still close to 80 outside here. Have a good one, Papa. He's taking off.
See, man.
Papa said permethrin. Sorry. I pronounced it. Wolf Track said it's what the plants crave. I've heard of pymethrin. Maybe it's the same thing and just different pronunciations. But I know I've heard somebody tell me something about pymethrin, but it was probably the same thing.
I cannot find a. Oh, jackpot.
Brian Koshner said it's got electrolytes. Aren't all lights electrical?
Oh, hush. Hush.
Denny said he just watched a guy eat squirrel brain. He's gonna go nutty.
Dad joke.
Nobody look, he's gonna stone Jim time. That's why I named my my rosin Jewish sinner, because it stones you to death.
Nah. Man.
Jacob said they sell blinker fluid advanced auto in Greenville and it's non-refundable.
Nah.
Moonraker, what's up, brother? I believe he's here from Reactive. If I'm not mistaken, I've seen him over there when we were over with Adam and
Oh, Moon is it Moonraker or Moon Rover, whatever?
Moonraker, RC.
Yeah, I've seen him on from Reactive Train Rep.
Wolf Track said, "Wow, you have 2 TVs? You must be rich." Now, nobody has 2 TVs. Isn't that like, isn't that out of Back to the Future?
Yeah. The first one.
Yeah. Yeah, when he shows up at his mom's house, they wheel in the TV and he's talking about the 2 TVs. Yeah. Jacob. Jesus, blinker fluid. Oh, because he had mistyped and said blunker fluid.
Damn, out of all these freaking servo horns, I don't have a single one that fits this damn servo.
Guy said blinker fluid and muffler bearings.
Yeah, a board stretcher.
That's what I literally, when I first heard the term DEF, I'm like, what the fuck is that? And they're like, diesel exhaust fluid. I'm like, ha ha ha, funny. Is that just like blinker fluid? And it was actually a thing.
Trapper Keeper 2000 is taking over. Black and white, too. Yeah, Back to the Future. Moonraker said he couldn't sleep, saw we were on. Thought he'd say hi to us fine
yeah.
folks across the pond. Well, across the pond back, man. How's the weather over there? Been beautiful pretty much here in Michigan.
Sunny.
Over there.
Sun
We had a lot
shining.
of rain down below us.
Evening time.
Ohio, New York, Pennsylvania.
It may look like I'm wearing the same shirt as I was last night. Technically, I am, but it's a different shirt of the same shirt. Getting kind of warm now.
Rain, rain, and more rain, said Raker. Seems like that's the stereotype we kind of get of England, is a lot of rain.
I get the pleasure of hosting the first birthday party in Track Shack this November.
Oh,
My nephew wants to have his 16th birthday here in the Track Shack.
no, no.
Nice. Are you gonna do your birthday in the track shack?
No, my birthday's going to be at Walters.
Now you're gonna have to
Oh.
frisk all his buddies when they leave, man. Make sure you ain't.
I thought your birthday was before that started.
No,
Hey, what's
I
up,
believe-
eclectic?
I believe Thursday's the 20th. No, I think the 20th is a Friday, and then the gauntlet is Saturday the 21st and Sunday the 22nd. So I will be pulling my camper out there on my birthday. Well, no, I won't. I'm going to be tenting it because we'll be still living in the camper during my birthday. There's a small chance that we could be in the house, but possibly not.
Probably not.
Jim, question for you.
What's that?
I heard you and I think I know you said something to Koster, but what's the zip tie trick with the servo cable?
Oh, well, I suppose you could use a zip tie, but what I use is one of the small rubber bands, you know?
Oh, the rubber band.
Yeah, those little
tiny
black ones.
you know?
I've actually started until. Hold on.
Trying to get the angle so you can see.
You might have to lift the body up, Jim. I can't see the servo.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab a different one because this one I can't. I gotta unscrew it.
Oh, I
Well,
got
guess
you. I got you.
I could just do that.
That's like this one fixed.
Where's my screwdriver? Oh, let's pull this cover off real quick.
I've actually
Oh, wow,
started
wow.
just leaving the freaking little tie that comes on, until I'm completely done with the build, and then I go in and I cut the wire and put a new plug on it.
Well, what I do is I take a rubber band and put it around the servo, like over the top, down both of the sides, and then around the back. And when it's around the back, what it does is it holds the. There you go.
Oh, okay. Front to back. Okay.
Yeah. And it holds your cable pulled up tight like that. See?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Just reduces the amount of drag you get with that cable sticking out the side, and it pulls it right around nice and tidy like that. And then using a rubber band allows it to pull. If it's going to pull, it'll pull at the rubber band, not at the actual
Gotcha.
And like on the Mofo, like on the Best Servo Mountain, that I can't really show you. You can't see it here, but there's actually a gap between the Best Servo mount and an axle where it all mounts up, and it'll run right through there actually.
This one's actually tight, but I believe you.
But any which way you can, to one side, or it's fine. It's just a way of holding that wire back and around, and out of the way. So it keeps that.
Thanks for the tip. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Glad I could help. Grass likes beer, roses like urine. Wow. Is that why they say smells like a rose?
Oh, I guarantee you that freaking servo horn is in my vacuum right now.
Oh,
Corey said, okay, a fifth car just drove past with a flat. What the fuck?
you better go fill that pothole.
Well, he's in Michigan, so I'll pretty much guarantee it's a pothole. Just watch your vehicle, dude, when you go that way.
Ordering stuff from Enjora while the wife is sleeping. That's not going to end well. But it's better to ask forgiveness than permission.
Who said this?
Moonbreaker. Moonraker.
Moonraker. Yeah.
Breaker, yeah.
That just hasn't come up on my screen yet. Hi, Eclectic. What's going on, Glenn?
Jim, do you want to try to pull up the chat again through StreamYard?
No. If anything, I mean, I'm only lagging by, a minute or so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, it's up there now.
Bruce, I would be glad to do that, but I lost that one too. Which is why you don't have it.
What'd you lose?
The freaking an entire ramp crab freaking servo I was supposed to send to Bruce.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, guy said probably somebody hit a pothole with a bucket of nails in the back of his truck. You know what? I was following like 3 cars. I mean, I was out in the middle of BFE because that's where I live. And I mean, but nobody goes down this road except locals. We all know it. It's just like straight for miles, but it's not a main road. And so we all run down it like, fast. Anyway, so there was like 4 of us, which never happens. And the lead was a truck with a trailer, and he was a roofer. You could see it. And we're all hauling along. And then I'm like, man, there's a big bump coming up. And I don't know, I just sensed something. And we all like just must have sensed it because we all backed off, and his trailer popped this whole box. And we all just watched it float in the air. And then hit the road. Just nails everywhere. And there was oncoming traffic, craziest thing. I mean, like 6 cars that on this road, and there's never but one. You never see anybody out there except maybe 1 car pass you the whole time. But there's like 6 of us, and everybody just stopped dead. And then he stopped, pulled over, and we're all out there, all of us, picking up nails because there was hundreds of nails all over the road, both sides. Oh yeah, there was like 6 of us out there. Hazard lights on and shit. It was middle of the day, summertime, so it wasn't a big deal, but it was just the weirdest thing the way it all went down,
It's funny. Bruce suggested using the one I was going to send to him because it's literally a ram crab. I'm trying to find a stupid servo horn for him. But,
yeah, I'm gonna refresh. Jacob said I'm 20 minutes behind in the chat.
oh damn.
I don't know why that would be. Even when the video lags, the chat doesn't lag.
Usually, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm right up to speed now. Cool. I don't know. I guess I heard there was a bunch of solar flares and shit been going on lately, and that's what's been affecting things. So maybe that's what it is. So I got a tip if anybody's working with like say 3D printed links and like these kind of flat kind.
Yeah.
And they aren't designed to take any kind of like ball, like your pivot ball. So what I do, get you some silicone tube. And you cut it to the width of the link, and then you can put it in there, and then you can pass your screw through, and it works really well. Sometimes it's a little tight, you kind of got to force the issue, but works great. Oh yeah, guy. Yeah, I knew what you were talking about. Wolftrack said Injora. Injora. So many things. Wolf Track said, "Sweet crawler course. How long you had it?"
This?
Yeah, he's talking to you, I imagine.
30 years.
How long has it been, Jim? Like a month?
2,
2 months?
I'd say.
Yeah.
You had it pretty much done a month before 4th of July.
Yeah.
So at least
That would
say
be
7
facetious.
weeks or so.
Yeah.
Go back and watch the videos.
Yeah, the Welcome to the Track Check series. The first videos when I finished the first section, which is that section. No, that section.
Corey said he's debating on what to do with his ZJ chassis now that the body is beyond repairable. Wish I could find a Porsche hard body that was big enough to fit. Moonraker just ordered the Meeclaw copies from Enjora.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got them sitting in my cart.
Yeah, me too.
Now, if I could just get some money.
Are they as wide? Like, are the dimensions the same?
No, they're bigger.
They're
By a little
bigger.
bit. Yeah, they're a little bit taller.
Oh, wow.
I believe.
Jacob. He said it's always a little tight when you just put the tip in. Oh, cool, Hoodwiz. He got his he had contacted me earlier today about he had ordered through Mias and his order didn't show up. And he was like, "How did you get a hold of him?" I had gone through Amazon, so I was able to go through channels through Amazon, which ended up getting me and Mias together, and they worked it out. He said in comments here, he got that order fixed, and his Ripper is on the way. That's awesome. You're gonna love it. What?
I wish I could just reach into the screen and grab one of them.
Grab one of what?
Are they for a ramp crab? Because I believe the ramp crab has an odd freaking pinion on the servo.
I've got this silver one here that doesn't match up. This is an OGRC, but I've got whatever the NSDRC line is, that's the same. And I believe it's the same as the Mofos. So this might be like an Emax servo, which I don't have.
Yeah. Well, the Emax is, yeah, they're smaller than the ramp crab.
My only problem is I don't have a screw for the servo horn. I didn't have one in the package.
Well, I got plenty of them.
I'm just trying to find the right thread.
I vaguely remember an Emax servo horn screw is the same size of another screw that is used somewhere else. I want to say it's one of the motor plate screws.
Not this one.
No?
Wolf Tracks asked, where's the tile get delivered to, Beard?
Tile.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Moonraker said the Meeclaw copies are 64 mil.
Yep.
Oh, wow. That's a decent sized tire.
I want to say the originals were like 56 or 58, something like that.
Oh,
I wish Dustin was here. He could answer it. He has them.
so this is the chassis that Hoodwiz is talking about, the Mias Ripper. I painted mine bronze. Finally got the body panels on there.
Oh, yeah.
This is wicked.
Wicked
This
cool.
is my handmade battery cover. Made it to look like a utility box, fuel cell, and a radiator with fan. And who's piloting but Darth Maul? I can get the light on him. Oh, and he's got a helmet on. Yeah, I found a helmet for him.
Well, this build is at a standstill until I can find a damn servo horn.
Patagonias on it.
It really
Some
sucks.
trios, old school trio. Got the interior all painted up. Steering wheel. That's a full Lego character fitting in there. Yeah, that TRX-4M Ripper, that thing's badass. Because it's bigger, they were able to put holes through the hood.
I like the one that Endura just came out with. Looks like a mini, better capper than the mini capper. You see that one, Jim?
What's that?
What?
The new Endura chassis for the TRX-4M. It looks like a little Capra chassis.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did see it. It's pretty badass too. So yeah, check out MEUS.
Yes.
Moonraker's got to get to sleep. All right, man. You have a good one. I hope you do get some sleep.
Get some rest, Moonraker. Talk to you maybe Sunday.
Hey, what's up, Dusty? Animals of Evolution in the house.
So you taking off? You're not going to be here Friday or Saturday, Jason?
No,
I know Saturday for sure. I wasn't sure. I didn't quite catch it.
No, I'm going to be in Detroit Friday night and Saturday night. So please, guys, pray for my well-being.
Oh yeah, better. In Detroit. I just pray you get to keep your tires. What your car for that? Let's watch Jason make a horn in 5 minutes.
I'm about to, damn it.
So Jacob wants to know what I made my battery box out of. Well, I'll show you. What I did was I used the screw that holds your shock in place, and I ran a little bit longer one through so that I could put a hole in each side of my battery box, and that's what locks it in. So all I have to do is just back off those two screws a couple turns, and a couple more turns. Am I turning it the right way? So yeah, and it just come on now. There you go. This comes right out. What I made it out of was styrene, O2O styrene plate. And like I made a little tiny thin box here. You can see at the bottom, it's open. But I made a little thin one to make a radiator. And then I used some rims off a model. Actually, the model I made for Andy for his birthday. Colored them red with a Sharpie, and they look like fans. And I stuck them in there, and then that's all stuck together. You can see these side plates I made. You see the cutouts; those actually line up in the bed. Those holes, so it's all secured tight. didn't have to put this step in like I did right here. I could have just left it one flat piece, but I don't know. I figured a box and the fuel cell would be different heights. So I just kind of, when I did the side plate, I just put that step up in. And then when I put it together, it's just, 3 different pieces, a little thin piece here and then 2 plates here, back plate. And then this box was made separately. Kind of hard to tell all black like it is, but you can see. Locks right in. Damn, I need to turn that screw out a little further.
Game on.
Game on!
Time to make a servo horn.
Wolf Track said, cut a wooden horn. Guy said, don't forget duct tape and pliers.
You forgot about tie wire.
Damn it. Freaks were on the phone with Rob's brother. Welcome back. Thanks, Jacob. Stone Zach time again. No kidding. Got you some good stuff at Zach. Well, Stone Jim time again.
Mother effort.
Well, yeah, I am.
I got the servo horn on, but I forgot to put the stupid. Yeah. Some bitch. Oh, thanks, Jacob. Yeah, it makes it look more what it is. I mean, what it's trying to be, I should say, not what it is. It just kind of camouflages it, because instead of one thing, you're seeing We made it.
and a fuel cell and a utility box. So it kind of, distracts your eye. You're not seeing what it is. And so now suddenly this truck, when you look at it, you're like, wait a minute, you've got an interior and a driver and, you've got all that. And where's all the electronics? How does it go? That's what I like my trucks to look like. You look at it and you're like, that can't drive. You're like, no, that won't go anywhere. You don't have any room for the stuff. So, that's the idea when I'm working on my stuff. What I'm always trying to strive for. Maybe I get that from I'm a biker. I rode bikes all my life, and I love custom bikes. And
maybe not.
Ain't nothing cooler than a custom bike.
Yeah.
And you look at it, and you're like, where's the stuff? There's no wiring. There's how does that thing go? I love it when it's like that. Denny's baking brownies. He wants one. Obviously, I want one. Thanks, James.
Wow, that is some nasty mud. Holy shit. Oh, he's done now. My dad's watching mud running videos.
Wolf Track said, use real bone for the horn. Hey, you wouldn't have a hunk of antler, would you?
I
You
don't.
could carve a servo horn out of it.
I got
You
one
got
on
lots.
Oh, you got one. Okay, cool.
I kind of forced it on there, but
That's what she said.
It's a plastic one, so. Oh, you made it. Turtle.
Guy likes the bone horn idea.
Turtle. The hell?
So
Sounds like a
Max Paul said he got his daughter that pink Bad Baby Power Wagon from Fair RC. Comes with lock diffs, metal gears, full bearings. Works very well out of the box. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, Jacob, that was the idea, you know.
You making it?
Yep.
Hell yeah. Oh, give me my wrench back. Give it.
Jacob
it.
said he's got some antler there.
Jacob Bliss?
Yep. I'm gonna have to see if I can get a piece of antler from my buddy. He makes stuff out of antler. He made me a whistle one time out of an antler.
Pop.
Yeah, I know.
Pop. Yeah.
But I don't. I could probably get a hold of it from my buddy like tomorrow.
Oh.
But and I don't want a whole, I don't need a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just looking for. I'm just going to.
I can probably send you some.
I have a need to carve a servo horn out of an actual antler now. It'll be a real servo horn.
How would you get the gear thing? The gear little files?
You make the hole a little bit small, and you tap it on very, very, very carefully.
Yeah.
On a used servo.
Yeah. Hey.
And that's what that will probably strip out pretty easily.
I have steering.
What was that?
It will strip out very easily. Antler is pretty soft.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, man. I am feeling better.
Yeah.
A lot better now that I got to hang out with y'all.
Well, I'm glad you're here with us today, Jim.
Thanks, man. Guy said he saw a video where the guy made a turkey call out of a turkey leg. That rings a bell. I don't know why. I must have read something or something like that.
Oh, no.
No beats on the Peter.
No beats on the Peter. That's cool, Dad.
Hey, wait a minute. Is it time for back of the line?
Oh, shit, mother effer. It's so nice not having to need a stylus to work my phone anymore.
Did you get a new phone?
I got a new phone.
Nice.
Are we going crawling with Bob? Jason.
No, it's just me.
Oh. right, guy. I knew you meant the bone. Sure. Combine some pieces together. Yeah, I know nothing about how to do it or anything. It just seems like I remember something about you could use
It's
a
got a
turkey
little bit of
bone.
binding going on, so I gotta figure
Must
that
have.
out.
I bet I watched something.
But it's working pretty good.
But shit, it's probably been 30 years since I saw that.
It's alive.
Oh, that would be crazy. Wolf Tracks is a gemstone servo horn.
Oh, geez.
He said he'll ask Lapidary Dave. He said Wolf Track said he can't wait to get in the back of the line.
Yeah.
Actually, when I'm over there crawling and hanging out, well, anywhere I go crawling and hanging out, I always start at the back of the line on purpose. I don't know,
I got some binding issues.
get to hang out and move at my pace, I guess. You're in the front, man. You're always like
You got your
hot
drive line
breath on
synced up?
The clocks, yeah. But I think I might have put too long of a screw in one of the drive shafts.
That's what
Ruh-roh.
she said. Corey's taking off. He said goodnight, y'all. Got to work in the
You made it,
morning.
bud?
Hey, man.
He's got to watch out for the pothole. No shit. Watch out for them nails.
See you right there. Oh, they made it past.
Ed said the barn will be ready for you this weekend whenever it works for you guys. Let him know.
Ooh, Dad, we got a road trip.
Said, later, brothers. Can't wait to
Yeah.
see you challenge my course. Bring extra parts. So Ed said he can't wait till you can get up on the course and to bring extra parts.
Done.
Okay, a wing bone. All right. Yeah, I vaguely remember something about using a turkey bone to make a call, but I mean, obviously you have a better idea than I do. You're paying attention, but this was from way back in the day. I must have watched like a video or something. That's when you had to rent videos. How many of y'all remember going to a video store and going to the section where they had hunting videos to rent? I imagine a bunch of you don't live somewhere where they would even have hunting videos to rent.
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember you go to the store, the sporting goods store, and buy them there, but not to rent.
We actually had a couple, small time. I mean, you're not talking like Blockbuster, but like a local video store. And they
Right.
have, there was a couple different ones I remember. They had, well, this selection built over the years, but, they had a few, all, different, the real popular ones. You remember back in the day when they had those
Primos.
ones. Huh?
Primos videos.
Well, not just Primos. There were like, guys out there making videos of them slaying monster deer, and and it'd be like an
Yeah,
hour.
Christians
2 hours
in
long.
Arms, and yeah, I know which ones you're talking about. I remember watching them on TV when I ever could.
Jeremy said he misses Blockbuster. Me too, man. That was I miss all of that, because people interacted. You went to the store and rented a video, and they were like 100 people in there on Friday and Saturday night, and you might not get to watch the movie you wanted.
Bend, Oregon still has the last Blockbuster open.
Wolf Tracks found his old card 2 weeks ago. That's crazy, and here we are talking about it. Bruce said, I'm a Blockbuster. Bill Dance fishing on TV back in my day. All sorts of those outdoor hunting shows. Yep, man. You'd have to be on it, too. Sunday morning.
Jimmy Houston.
Guy likes
Hank. Fishing with Hank. Was it Hank Parker? What was his name? Dang it.
I don't remember, but I remember the guy in the hat. He always had that ball cap. And
That's Bill Dance.
Huh?
Bill Dance always had the T hat, the Texas hat.
Okay, yeah. I'm mixing them up.
Jimmy Houston always had the kind of the shaggy mane, blonde hair.
That must have been a Michigan thing, Jacob, because Jacob Bliss says he remembers renting hunting videos all the time. Maybe it was just a Michigan thing then. I don't know. But there was a couple of different, because, I live in an area where you can go, 8 miles to that little tiny small town or 10 miles over to that tiny small town. And so, each one had different video stores. And, each town had its own little, and there were a few of them who, at least 2 that I remember that I went to that had hunting videos to rent. Jeremy said,
What are you doing? Where's the horse?
Corn Freak said Lego did a Blockbuster tribute at Comic-Con today. Bruce watches Meat Eater on YouTube.
Yeah, I kind of quit watching hunting. I don't watch as many hunting videos as I used to.
Well, it was when you were young and didn't know how to hunt, or it was in your blood to, really, you didn't have the knowledge and the experience, I guess is what it was. So
I guess it's just
what's up, cold crawlers?
it became kind of a YouTube thing that they're out for the hype more than they are actually. I just don't see the respect of the animals being taken, and
no.
I don't know if you understand where I'm going with it, but
yeah, no, I fully understand. What I was just reading with the comments too and listening. Yeah, well, I don't know, isn't it kind of the same thing every
channel like Hushin and stuff like that? I lost interest in them.
Yeah, they just, I don't know. I've seen a few different. I remember a period back when I quit watching videos of that kind. And the last time I watched a video, I seen a guy, they were on a fucking boat and there was a moose crossing water. And they ran up on him. The guy jumped onto the shore and shot the moose as it stepped out of the water. And it was like, you know what? I'm done.
All right. Yeah. The way I look at that is okay. Number one, the people that were hunting the moose, were they subsistence hunting, or was this like a trophy animal?
No, it was a hunting video. He was doing a video and he was out on the hunt for trophy.
That's not ethical.
If it had been somebody that lives out in, the bush and they're hunting for their lives and their family, all right, that's a different story. That's different.
You don't make a videotape of that.
And that's
you fill your tag, you put it in the freezer and you go home and you enjoy it for the winter. You don't sit there and put a video on YouTube or whatever out there and for everybody else to see. That just gives hunters a bad name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I kind of felt that what he did was illegal. I guess maybe not technically, but
It pretty much is.
I don't know exactly. I know you're not supposed to fucking hunt deer of any kind or anything like that in the water. You're not supposed to hunt from a boat like that. They got up to shore, he jumped off, and then the moose stepped out of the water and he shot it. Okay, okay, did he technically skirt the law? I don't care. It was wrong in my book. Zach asked, has anyone seen the movie Frozen? Stupid.
No, I kind of like it. I watched it today with the girls. It's all right. It's a kid movie, Disney movie, you know.
All I
It's
can
all
say
right.
is if you're letting your kids watch Disney movies, I would be very, very observant of what they are indoctrinating your children into.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Because they ain't just cartoons anymore. Yep, Jacob. Bruce said, Aaron, try Meat Eater, bro. Great show. You would love it. Jacob said he still has a bunch of Ted Nugent hunting videos. Dude, I live not far from Jackson.
You can't grill it till you kill it.
And then Jackson, Ted had his bow shop, and he had his archery range and all that. And you could go in there and shoot your bow, and on a good day, you could catch Ted in the shop. He just lived not too far off, and his big zebra striped Bronco would sit out front and all that. It was pretty cool. I actually ran into him one time. I didn't actually go up and talk to him because he was surrounded by a crowd and it was busy. And I was like, well, I just kind of stood there and nodded. I think I caught his eye or he nodded or whatever. And I moved on. I didn't go in to talk to him in the first place. I was shopping, but you could actually rent his videos from him. You could like take out a membership and rent his videos from the store there.
I've heard, Jim Shockey.
Sounds familiar.
He does a lot of muzzleloader hunting and stuff like that. He definitely hunts a lot in Canada. I've heard some pretty negative things about the guy on a personal level.
Oh, wow.
Guys that have hunted around him have been, he kind of basically just ran him off like he owns their area, even though it's completely wild.
No shit.
Oh, Ted?
No. Yeah,
No,
dang it. I'm just drawing. The guy, the name my guy just named. I just named him. Can't believe I can't remember.
I'll be damned. I didn't realize it. I thought I had to keep my computer plugged
Jim
in.
Shockey.
Jim Shockey.
This is the name, the guy I was talking about. What's that?
But a notice came up on my computer saying it was going to Energy Saver to save battery life. So all this time I've been running it for an hour and 40 minutes. It's been on the battery. Now, y'all may not think that's all that amazing, but I bought this as a display model that was no longer going to be made anymore in 2013. So batteries don't have to be junk. Steven Reichlin Primal Grill. Frozen only fans. Can't touch moose here unless you were fighting for your life, said Guy. Oh, Zach said, no. The movie is called Frozen Stupid. Never heard of that one, man.
Sounds like a good one.
It sounds like, you know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like a skiing movie, like at a ski lodge.
Yeah.
All blondes.
Hey, Jason. There's a
Yeah.
couple for you that I have for you.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob said his
I know Jim
property-
wants
his
this.
uncle- Oh man.
That's in the box. It's all the stuff that's going to be going to you guys for the project and for whatever you might want personally. I got the VW body for you still, Jim. That ain't going
Oh
anywhere.
man. Thank you. I'm a big
Now,
sucker.
if I could just find a screw for this servo. Jason couldn't find a servo horn. I can't find the screw to hold the servo horn on. I'm gonna have to pull one out, go to the hardware store and find one or something, or a hobby shop.
You know, most of the servos I've gotten always come with extra servo screw, the horn screws.
Mm-hmm.
And I have like this huge collection of screws that I have built up because, you know, you build a build and then there's all these screws laying around and this and that or whatever. And after a period of time, I'll like clean all them screws up and put them in a thing. Well, I've got this container with just 1,000 screws, all different ones, you know. And I bet all I got to do is dig around for a second and I can find a servo screw right off the top.
Well, I've gone through. I don't know if I haven't dug through that many, but I can look at. I know the size the screw I need, and I have not been able to find it.
Yeah, that happens to me too. Jacob said his uncle has property that shares a property line with Ted in Irons, Michigan. No shit, Jacob. You know, that's up by Ludington, right? If I'm not mistaken, Jacob. And he's met Ted and he's a super nice guy. He is.
Nice.
The only problem with Ted is, you know, he's pretty strong, opinionated on some things, and you know,
He's
you get
very
in the wrong
political.
conversation with him, and he's going to bend your ear for a while.
He's very, very opinionated, very, very political.
Jacob said, "What are you running on that computer? Windows 95?"
No, it's got the little
I
apple
said
with the bite out of it.
2013. Wolf Track said in Europe, Encino Man was called California Man. No
That's
kidding.
one of my personal, you know, movie. It was a quirky movie, but I liked it. It was a good movie.
Yeah, well, it came out when you and I were what, early 20s, real early 20s. I
Yeah.
believe. So, you know, it was, I don't know, it was, and Brendan Fraser's just cool, man.
Yep, I agree.
I thought he was a cool dude. He was a cool actor. He picked parts with integrity, you know, as far as, you know, he didn't sell himself out as far as values or anything.
And Pauly Shore was pretty funny at that point still, too.
Yeah. The Weasel.
I don't know how true it is, but
What's
my
up, baby?
uncle, both of my uncles, and I was talking to somebody else a while back when I was more into hunting, but I was pretty sure that Ted Nugent supplied the jerky that was sold at the Dublin General Store in Dublin, Michigan. And that's right up there by Irons, where he at the time had property up there.
Well, in order to sell it, you got to get the meat inspected by a federal inspector.
Yeah.
So hopefully that was, you know, they got their channels they have to go through.
That is where I used to always get my freaking jerky, freaking elk jerky, freaking bison jerky, freaking all kinds of jerky. It was awesome.
All right, Vince, let's go. Stone Jim time again.
Yeah, Jason, you'd like this piece of this moose jerky I got here.
Yeah.
with money.
So
I
Jacob,
pulled
it's
some out
crazy.
last weekend when I went to Idaho and took it with me. There wasn't any left to come home with. It was all eaten up.
Okay, here's a trivia question for you. I want to know the name of this movie because, and I'm probably going to slaughter the description, but it was a movie about this kid who had monsters under his bed.
Little
And
Monsters.
huh?
I think that was a Fred Savage, Little Monsters, and it had Howie
Is it Little
Mandel was the
Monsters?
monster.
Where that one scene where he's looking at the baseball cards and he's like, need it, got it, need it, need it, need it.
That's
need
Howie
it, got it,
Mandel.
got it. Yeah.
I want to say it was Little Monsters, but
Okay.
it was Fred Savage and Howie Mandel. I know that for sure.
I loved that movie.
So Jacob said his uncle hates Ted, but he and Ted got along great, talked for about 3 hours. What's crazy there, Jacob, is my grandmother was born basically on Big Bass Lake out there past Custer. All my family from that side is up from in that area. And I used to go up there in the summer with my grandmother, and I remember hanging out in irons, going through irons. It's real sandy there. It's crazy.
Yeah. And it's dirty sand too. I hated driving through that sand. Like you go to the sand dunes out at Silver Lake, and your freaking tires come out blacker than black, like brand new rubber. You drive around in the sand over there in irons, and they get all brown and disgusting looking.
It's
dirty sand. A lot of silt in it.
Guy said we have beautiful deer here. Wish he could hunt there one day. I'll tell you what, Guy. If you can get here during hunting season in Michigan and get yourself a tag, I've got 10 acres. I've got 2 or 3 stands out there.
How much?
I got a tripod.
Do you have to apply for tags, or how much is a non-resident tag?
I don't know.
Never thought about it. I'm sure you can look it up online and find out real quick. I guarantee it's not like it's like Alaska where it's, well, how much is it? $1,000 for a tag and shit like that. I'm sure it's nothing like that. It might be $100 or something.
Oh, I know it's like $475 or something like that for here for a Washington non-resident deer tag, which isn't cheap.
Yeah,
Idaho is pretty much the same.
I can check and tell y'all next week. If y'all don't check, I can maybe remember. Oh, I'll write it down.
I'd be curious to find out how much they are.
I'm on 10 acres with, like I said, a couple stands. It's, plenty of trees and coverage I've let grow up and whatnot.
Damn it.
We could, I mean, man, my first buck was a perfect 5x5 10-point. My first doe wasn't nearly as big as my first buck. She was probably dressed out about 160. He dressed out just over 200. But his spread was 21 3/4. I never had him, pointed or anything because it didn't matter to me. I'm not a trophy hunter. But yeah, that was my first buck. And there's plenty of them out here like that.
The deer that we got here in Washington, where I'm at in Western Washington, we call them the ghosts of the woods. And there's a reason. Blacktails are not predictable. They don't follow the trails. They move around. You just cannot predict them. You just don't know what they're going to do or when they're going to do it, because they'll do one thing and in the middle of the day or first thing in the morning or first thing at night and completely opposite the next day.
Jacob said,
and
yes, he did supply it, Jason. He owns a processing plant.
Do you still get it? Because Jason wants some jerky now.
The guy said, yeah, Little Monsters.
Jason, are you froze or you just...
I think he's fucking with us. Maybe not.
Shit you not. I think I told Jim about this, but we had a deer right behind my barn the other day.
We were just sitting here debating whether you were frozen or not.
Well, he was.
And I shit you not, the rack on this thing, obviously this time of year still in velvet,
Thank you,
but
Jacob.
was still covered in beautiful, freaking nice, rich brown velvet. And the base of the antlers, I shit you not, bigger than a golf ball. And it already had a spread, I bet, of almost 2 feet. And I literally walked right up on him within 10 feet of where he was standing. And I didn't spook him, didn't nothing. He just kind of looked at me, turned away, and walked off.
How they
Now,
know.
mind y'all, he lives on a basic deer preserve. All of the big landowners, everybody in his area owns hundreds of acres, and
Yeah.
they've all gotten together and decided how they are going to hunt to maximize the deer there.
And
Although-
I could have swore I seen remnants of spots.
That's impossible.
I don't know. Like,
I mean, he could have spots for whatever reason, but he could not be this year's fawn.
exactly. That's what I was thinking. But holy
It's impossible, dude. I mean, just the size. For one, they don't grow that big. And you ever seen a spike horn? I mean,
yeah, they're tiny, but holy crap.
well, I mean, it's just a smaller deer. I mean, I've seen, you see the fawns. I've watched them grow, and you can see them, which ones are going to be the bucks. And then the next
Right.
year, they come around and they're spikes and so on. I mean, if you're watching them, I mean, so there's just no way he was born this spring and he's 200 pounds.
There was this buck.
It's either that or
hanging
you've got
out in
some
this area.
serious hormones loose in the water there.
I don't know.
There was
Somebody's
this buck hanging out in
injecting
this
this
one
deer
area
with
here.
I'm sorry.
There was
what,
this buck
Gary?
hanging out in this one area here several years back that we were watching this area because it was a place that we could first light, last light, kind of check it on the way going hunting and coming back. But where we hunt, you have to have 3 points or better on one side.
Yeah.
This thing was a spike, but his spikes were this big around, and they were this tall.
And he had a train of does following him, right?
There was a group of does out there. He was an old. He was an old revert. They actually regress. They get to a certain point and then they start regressing. He was just a super old buck
Oh,
that he had regressed back to a spike.
I got
It was
I've
crazy. I've
heard
never
that.
seen anything like it. He was just a big bodied deer, and he was perfectly safe. There's nobody ever going to take him.
So Jacob Bliss just said 190 for a non-resident Michigan deer tag.
Is that for the tag and license or just the tag?
Well,
It's
that's
both.
here
it's
in
both
Michigan.
good.
That's what you're.
That's
paying.
reasonable. And that was that a buck tag, doe tag, or what?
Yeah, he didn't mention.
Double A.
I can investigate later.
If you want to come hunting here, you won't need to worry about a tag. My brother-in-law can get them during
Hey,
hunting season.
He
can
has
get
to
them.
pay for a tag.
Huh?
I will.
He's
I
gotta
will.
pay for a tag. He'll get.
But
in a
we
lot
can
of
get him
trouble.
one. But we can
Oh.
get him one
No, that don't work. That don't fly, dude.
because
Unless you're-
my
Unless you
brother-in-law.
got farmer shit. If
Is
you're
he an
doing farmer
outfitter?
Shit, that's different thing.
No,
Is he an
but-
outfitter?
No, they're considered pests here because he is allowed to have an orchard.
That's
And
Ah.
on farmer.
yeah,
That's on
Landowner
farmer.
tag.
That's a whole different set of rules. Okay, I didn't understand.
Yeah.
I
I was
didn't want
trying to
him
get
not-
there, but
I just wouldn't want to suggest breaking the law on YouTube.
no, I know. Yeah.
Guys said they have a lot of dough where he's at.
I'm an ethical hunter.
Very
I have my
good
master
deer.
hunter permit here in Washington, and which gives me specific rights to go hunt. And like, I got an elk last August. It was a cow, and it was on an organic dairy farm that was, this guy was begging the state for help. He's got 30 head of elk out there just eating the alfalfa as fast as they could. He's got to grow it, up to a certain point before you mow it down and bale it or whatever. He can't put his cows on it because they blowed on it. And they're tearing up his fences and everything else. And it's costing him nothing but money. So he gets a tag, and then the master hunters get to come out. And I was the first one. It took me a couple weeks to get into them, but I got a really nice, not big animal, but I wasn't looking for big. I was looking for tender. We got a really nice cow elk last year. Put a bunch of meat in the freezer, both my freezer and my friend's freezer. And that's what it's all about for me. Meat.
That's all. Here, I pretty much just hunt doe. The only time I shoot a buck is when I see inferior bucks. I'll be watching this doe come in, and then all of a sudden I notice, it has a rack. It'll be a rack like this, literally 8 points,
basket.
This big, no bigger than my hand.
Yeah.
And it's like, you gotta go. You're not infesting my bloodlines here. So now the big boys, I'll get a perfect 8x8, big, thick, wide beams and shit. I'll let him come in on me, and then I'll stand up and be like, "Hey, I'm up here." Scare the shit out of him. But I just taught him a lesson. Now he's looking for man in the trees. He's looking for man in the trees. He ain't gonna get killed. He gets to pass on his blood more. And
no, he's 8x8. He's definitely spread his genetics all over the place.
And yeah, I've been doing that for the last 30 years, pretty much. When I hunt, that's what I do. I try to call the herd like that. And I take a lot of does though, because doe's better eating. Who was it? Oh, Guy Outdoors said he's got a lot of does where he's at. Bucks are ghostly. They can be pretty big, few and far between. There aren't many places to hunt that aren't already taken. Yeah, see, that's here. It's all everybody's land, and you don't go on other people's land here in Michigan because we tend to get irritated about that shit. And it's pretty hard to get anybody to give you permission. Most of the time here in Michigan, if you can find a farmer that you could say do work around his place throughout the year, you could earn yourself a right to hunt his land. Maybe
you'll scratch his back if you'll scratch yours.
Yeah.
Find an old farmer. That's your best bet. Find an older guy who's got some land, but that's getting fewer and far between now. But something like that is your best bets if you were trying to get a hunt privilege here in Michigan. But y'all are my friends, so I'd let you come out. Not everybody at once. Jacob said it. All of it's your base license and combo tags. So that's 2 buck tags, and it's $20 per doe tag on top of the 190. So
very nice. Someday I'd like to do that.
210, you could take you $2 and a doe.
How bad is the chronic wasting? How bad is CWD there? Chronic wasting disease.
I don't have any here. Nothing in my counties.
We had a touch of it a few years ago, but it's gone now.
There's nothing in my immediate counties. You believe me, I keep track.
That's good.
Yeah, every year, although we didn't do it the last couple of years, we usually do a drive the weekend right around Thanksgiving, and we push the property, and that's when we start thinning them out, and we take does and stuff, and We usually don't take more than 4 on when we do that. But one year they were so bad and overpopulated, I think we took like 8. It was insane the amount of venison we got to keep that year.
JD said, nice. I got a bull the year before. All the meat was gone in 4 months. My family loves it. Hell yeah. I like help feed my family. I was married. My wife had 4 kids, and am married, same woman. But back then, you know, she had 4 kids, and when her kids were with us, you know, they were eating venison a lot and didn't even know it. I'd make steak, and they had no clue that it was venison. It's just how you cook it, man. And plus, around here, venison ain't like, you know, up north venison. Them fuckers are eating pine cones and shit. Here, they're corn fed,
Alfalfa.
fat and tasty.
We have one farmer that across the road behind my sister's that plants alfalfa every year. And then we have another farmer that does corn. And then we have the third farmer. Can't remember what he plants. But and then my brother-in-law, our property is basically the bedding down area where they go to bed down and drink, because we got probably a 20-ish acre lake that nobody else can access. So yeah, it's pretty freaking sweet around here.
Bruce said, killer hunting in Washington, never heard of any having so many issues here, just lots of huge deer. Well, you know, our land is all chopped up and bought up around these parts, you know. I mean, the further east you get, the more tighter clustered it is, you know, more people. You guys are out on the beautiful West Coast, all divided up and lots of land to move around on. Shit,
I had
10 acres. If I leave my 10 acres, I'm on somebody else's 10 acres.
Yeah, I in my old house, I had this small herd of deer, and about every other night, across the street, kitty corner from me, there'd be at least a half a dozen deer standing in this freaking front yard, just
Come on
chilling,
out, Zach.
just chilling.
Zach said he's tired of those. He said he needs a corn-fed deer. He's tired of these swamp deer. Yeah, come on down. I got 10 acres. I guarantee you, you're a real hunter. You know how to sit, be quiet, and wait. Keep your eyes open. Don't fall asleep. You'll have something walk up on you. I mean, I'm not going to tell you the biggest, baddest buck. You know, I prefer you left him alone, honestly. Take that ugly fucker, but I guarantee you'll see some nice fat does come in. That's what you want. So Jacob said no wasting disease for the last 2 years. So statewide, eh, Jacob? Great news.
Awesome. That's really good news.
Bruce wants to try some blueberry meat. I've actually heard of deer that live in an area where there's a lot of blueberries, and that their meat will actually have a blueberry flavor.
Blueberry.
Yeah,
Well, I've also heard the same thing about bears and eating huckleberries.
Huckleberry.
Yep.
I'm your
Zach said, meat's
huckleberry.
meat.
What?
But I'm your huckleberry.
Zach said meat is meat. I'm your huckleberry.
Did you know that that's not what he says in the movie?
No. What did you say in the movie?
He said I'm your hucklebearer, which means he'll be your pallbearer.
Oh,
It's not huckleberry. It's hucklebearer.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh, I learned something today for sure. I'm gonna have to rewatch that. I love that movie. Good
I know.
movie. I love any movie that's got a really great set of actors and a good storyline.
That movie was totally star-studded. Like, it had everybody in it. It was a great movie.
Yep.
Continue
Yeah, it's a good
on
one.
my thought. Any Tarantino movie, really.
Yeah.
Great actors, good storyline. Man, you don't even care what a Tarantino movie is actually about. You know, really.
Yeah. Well, gents, I do got to get up fairly early tomorrow and do the preparation for getting kids off to where they need to be. I need to get ready and pack for the weekend in Detroit. So I'm going to call the 5-minute warning, give everybody a chance to say the goodbyes, and then signing off.
Care package for Great Britain.
Great Britain.
Oh, wait. Jacob's
England.
uncle has 500 acres in mid-Michigan of cornfields and apple trees. He hunts 5-acre clover field that backs 80-acre swamp. He hasn't been hunted in 40 years.
That's the other one. Some other type of clover the other farm plants.
I go out here in my backyard and show you where the deer have been eating on my raspberries, my apple trees, my blackberries, all the above. Where they've been just mowing on the stuff everywhere around here. I've got black-tailed deer all around me here, and I can take any deer here.
I bet you right now, if I took my flashlight and shine it out across the backyard, I guarantee you I'd have at least 2 to 3 sets of eyes staring at me.
Do they blow at you?
If you're really lazy, I could probably just set you up on my deck.
Yeah, I could too.
And
Years ago, I was renting this house.
Only 200 yards away.
I'd come out of the house, and the deer would be standing about 20 feet from my step, and they'd go at you.
Oh yeah, if I go out there, well, I have on any given night. You know, I'll take my dog out like after the show here, and I'll step out there and take a piss, and you know, it's not unusual to have exactly that. Have a deer puff at me because I'll spook him up. The lights come on, the dog comes out, and he's sleeping over there, and he's like, "Hey." Wolf Track says, "Cool course to crawl. More follow the leader."
Yes. You hear that, Dad? You still awake over there? He's out.
Zach asked if the Track Shack has a window.
Yeah, but they're all like kind of boarded up because the damn birds won't stop flying into them.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck's the matter with the birds there?
I don't know.
I want some crap.
I don't know. They fly right into the freaking windows. You should see all the dead birds out here. It's retarded. It's retarded. Oh, here's a
Better
funny
get you some
story.
good windows in that house.
Here's a funny story. The other day, me and my dad were out here, and freaking Pepper comes from strolling up, got something in her mouth. I'm like, "What are you eating? What do you got in your mouth?" My dad's like, "It's a stick." I'm like, I go over to him. I'm like, "No, it's not a stick. It's a freaking leg of a raccoon." I'm like,
Was this a previously dead raccoon, or
yeah.
have your dogs just gotten bad eggs?
It had been roadkill.
Oh no!
It had been bacon on the
probably rolled in it too, right?
Oh
It had been bacon on the road for like 2 weeks and finally got rode over. Got rode over like multiple times and worked its way into the ditch. So the dogs got pretty close to the road, but they were in the massive ditch I have in the front of my yard. And that's where she picked up the raccoon leg.
Oh God. That's just going to get so much worse down the road.
I got it out of her mouth. It didn't look like she chewed on it much.
Oh, I'm not talking about that coon. I'm talking about your dogs.
Oh, yeah.
That situation.
Yeah.
Wait till they come home with the dead deer that they've been.
Deer legs, what you do not want to have come to happen.
We've dealt with that with my sister's dogs before I moved here. They had a yellow lab, and I think I told Jim about this dog before, but its prey drive was unbelievable. It literally would run down deer. It could run down a deer and frickin' attack a deer. But
Well,
so
that's why, like, it's
Yeah.
illegal.
yeah. But this
Can't
dog,
be done.
every single day they got let out of the house. Because my sister's dogs and my dogs are getting to the point where I can just open the door and they'll just go do their thing and come back. Well, every day this freaking Tango, this yellow lab was his name. He'd come back with a dead rabbit, dead squirrel, dead raccoon, you name it. Anything that was smaller than him, he would definitely bring it back home and set it at their feet when he got back home.
Here you, Wolf.
It was insane.
Zach said labs love getting into trouble.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mark,
This dog
you like getting in trouble.
This dog was actually had a ride in the back seat of a state police car.
Oh, shit.
And he was well educated. He was well educated because he took a trip to the college down to Kalamazoo with a girl one day. Because he got out and he'd always go down toward the freaking expressway. How he managed not to get hit by a car is beyond me. But so they had a chip in his neck. So the state cop obviously did his homework and did the whole chip scanning thing. Brought him back to my sister's house in the back seat of a cop car. And then the freaking college chick found him on the highway, picked him up, was running late to school, so went to school with her. And then she brought him back. I was like, Jesus, this dog.
Well, yeah, what are you going to do? You're going down the highway and you see this lab. What are you going to do? You going to just pass it or are you going to pull over?
Right, exactly. But
I don't know about y'all, but I'm pulling over. I can't help it. I'm going to open the door and be like, come on, boy.
that
And
dog
he's
got
going to jump
him.
in and be all like, blah, 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 all over me. And it's going to be hilarious. But,
Oh, Tony's here.
Then I dump the clutch and the door shuts real quick. And, who?
Tony just jumped in the
Hey,
chat.
what up, Tony?
Hell yeah. Freaking cool.
My lab loves his ears getting scratched.
Tony,
He's snorting up a storm right now.
Well,
I
yeah,
gotta get
Corn.
you out here, and I'm challenging you to a comp on my new course.
You know, it's been a year since your last when he did did a comp at your course.
Yeah,
The
it's been a
last
while.
video.
Well,
It was
the
over a
last
year. I
video,
just seen it.
the last video, he did that little interview of me in the basement. That was just before I moved.
But this was like he did a comp on your course.
Yeah. Yep.
For me, Corn, it was Cliff Burton.
Yep. It ain't quite as big as reactions, but it's pretty big.
Corn Freak said, sorry they got distracted. Went to our happy place in honor of Chester Bennington. His tribute concert. It was a rough week. Yeah. Yeah. For me, it was Cliff Burton from Metallica.
Heck yeah.
Jacob
Well, now I
said
gotta-
his pit and black lab would bring home dead animals every day.
Now I gotta hang out for a little bit if Tony jumped on.
Hell yeah, Freak.
I am gonna do a Labor Day thing out here at the house, and I might actually team up with Jeff and do something with Jeff as well. One day here, one day there, kind of thing, for Labor Day weekend. So, yeah, making that announcement right now. There will be a Labor Day crawl-off. Hell yeah.
I'll see if I can make it.
That'll be freaking sweet.
Labor Day.
Jeez.
I'm gonna have to look
Hopefully
that up.
by then I have another 10 scale. I think I am going to gear some stuff more toward the 10 scale side of things on Labor Day.
I'm not one of the only people here that uses a calendar.
No, but you're probably the only one that uses an actual paper calendar.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
What did you mean?
I know. Well, a lot of people nowadays have a calendar on their phone that they use.
Yeah, I'm well aware, but it doesn't work for me.
I know.
I can't get my pen to write in those tiny little spots, and it doesn't
Jason,
stay.
did
It
you
just
see-
wipes off, and
Did you see that Axio released a new high trail, or not a high trail, a base camp today?
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
you were talking
the
about that, man. I did not.
82 step side. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they had that special edition, the Pro Line edition, but they wanted $600 for that damn thing, and it was a one single speed with. Yeah, it was not worth what they wanted for it.
Yeah.
This one's $150 less. $450.
I might be getting the RGT Power Wagon for my birthday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wolf Track
And-
said Nina, his German Shepherd, ate a gopher. It was crunchy.
Ooh. See, that's another thing. I gotta start getting some traps because we have a really bad muskrat problem.
Muskrat.
JD
You
said-
got water? What? Wetlands?
Oh yeah, on both sides of the road. So we got the big lake, and then down at the bottom of the hill by my sister's house, there's a big swamp. And then on
Okay.
the other side of no, between the two houses, mine and Sister Busker, there's another like little pond type thing. And then yeah, there's all kinds of wetlands.
And how
and
big
then
are
there's
these
all
said
that that's out there by
muskrats?
the highway. on your side.
The two I seen today were probably they were bigger than a Chihuahua.
Okay.
Yeah.
If they're any bigger than that, they're like the size of a cat. They're nutria.
They're a what?
They're called nutria. They look like a muskrat, similar to it, but they're actually are about the size of a possum. They're called nutria,
Oh,
and they're
We have them here.
they're an animal that's introduced from like South America.
Right. But they get
They're
to,
real
like,
bad down south, like in Louisiana and stuff like that. They're all over down there. We had them in our pond in Brush Prairie.
they can get as big as a fucking like a pig, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
wow.
get hundreds of pounds.
Well, no, that's the capybara you're thinking of.
All right, you're right. You are right.
Yeah, the nutria has got the rat tail. Capybara doesn't have the tail. The nutria has a rat-like tail,
Yeah.
they're like a water
I
possum,
seen
basically.
where they were down south and they were cops riding around in trucks with shotguns and just
Yep.
blowing, just shooting.
Spotlighting at night
And
on the
this is in
dike.
the city, like
well,
in the
maybe
ditches.
maybe that is what these are because they do have a rat-like looking tail.
Well, muskrats
they're-
have a rat-like tail as well, but usually a muskrat's their body's only about this big.
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
think the nutria can survive.
The
this
nutrias are big and they're like that. They're
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think they can come this far north because it's so cold here in the winter.
Yeah.
you would be
Keeps a lot of
surprised because
shit out of Michigan.
they go
And as it's
lodge
warming,
up
we're seeing
they lodge
more.
up underground in the wintertime, Jim.
Oh, do they?
You'd be surprised what those things can survive.
Yeah, we got one of our storage containers, shipping containers that we have out here for storage, has got all kinds of freaking burrows under it. I don't know if it's from the muskrats or what, but yeah.
That's something
Groundhog.
else. That's dry
Yeah.
land. That's something else.
Yeah, I've got a groundhog decided to get up under my fucking shipping container
Yeah.
because I put in like a foot of crushed limestone. I had it dumped and spread and whatnot, and then I had my container brought.
That could be a rock chuck.
And
It
now
could
it's
be a
starting to lean
groundhog.
because the
Yeah.
motherfucker's been digging under one corner.
That is one thing with this new. I don't know if I told you this, AA, but I might be getting a new job here pretty quick.
Oh, really?
Driving dump truck.
Okay.
It's
All
They're-
week. Every day.
their main thing they do is demolition. So they haul away a lot of crushed asphalt and crushed concrete and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah.
The next load of crushed asphalt I get, I'm not gonna have to pay for.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, that's
Recycled
pretty-
asphalt's very, very nice. It makes a very good driveway. Very
I-
good base for a
the load-
driveway.
It's expensive though. Like I got some brought in for out here for the driveway by the camper, and I paid for 30 yards, but the guy said he brought me 40, and it looked like he brought me 40. He brought me 2 completely full 20-yard dump trucks.
Very nice.
And yeah, it was damn near $1,000. It was like $980 some dollars. Yeah.
dude, I'm having full dump truck load full of crushed limestone brought out for what was it, $300?
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, I think 3/4 minus around here is probably, it's gotta be, we haven't bought any rock, or I don't know anybody that bought any rock in a long time, but yeah, that's why I say it was a few $100.
Yeah, I used to pay 200, but now it's 300. Last time I had one, when I did the shipping container, as a matter of fact, when we did the driveway, it was 200 a load. I think we had like 5 loads initially, but that laid. Well, you see my driveway. What is it, 400 feet?
Yeah.
You know, with a Y that allows for a turnaround, because you come up at a diagonal and then you cut toward the house. So, you know, when you leaving, you just back up into that Y and then go straight on down the
I still
diagonal.
can't believe I was able to turn the semi truck around up there.
Yeah. That's that much. I'm 300 yards off the road, you know, and the driveway starts at the front north corner and cuts diagonally all the way up here to the south side. So, you know, and it's about a 45. So you're talking, I don't know, it's 300 foot of frontage. So what's that? 400 and whatever it is. Call it 400 foot at a diag, and then
I want to say mine's,
100
my
feet.
property is like 350 something square. It's 3 3/4 acres where I'm at here.
300 by 1,300 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, you're 10 acres. I'm only 3 3/4.
Well, I think Tony freaking just said hey and took off. I haven't seen him.
Hi, goodbye.
Bye.
JD said that our cat Oreo would bring home stuff, and his wife was screaming all the time. It was great.
Yeah, our barn
My,
cats, man, the damn things that catch anything and everything, man.
My one aunt won't step foot on my property because of my pet snakes I have in the basement of the house. Oh, there he is. Tony's here.
He's just listening while he's working on something.
Yeah.
How you
He's
doing,
probably
Tony?
editing. I guarantee you he's editing something.
Guy said the only thing you don't like there are freaking coy dogs scream at around midnight. Sounds like a chick being murdered. Damn, that would be blood curdling every night.
Heck yeah.
You go and get your sweater on about 11:59.
I do have snakes, and it's freaking awesome. Like the other day, I was moving the water hose that supplies the camper out of the way of my nephew mowing the yard. Get up into the bushes, and there's, I shit you not, probably a 3 foot long shedded snake skin laying behind the bushes.
Hey, Zach's got a good one. He said shoot them things and, you know, sell the furs. Then he further commented, Jason's RC fur caps.
Yeah.
Them swamp people down in Louisiana eat them nutria.
Hell yeah.
Jacob
They hunt 'em and
said
eat 'em.
22 long rifle will take care of that problem, Jason.
I'm
Yes,
not
sir.
scared of snakes. Spiders? If I had spiders, which I know there's spiders in the basement, but I can't see them as much as I can see a snake.
Jacob said he needs crushed asphalt for his driveway.
That might be kind of hard to do because the company doesn't go up that far, that really. And unless my dump yard is on the way by your house, I probably won't be able to do it either. But I might be able to work something out.
Good morning, Elmer Shifter. Elmar Shifter.
Oh, that's right. Freaking Tony's got a freaking sore knee. I can't remember what happened to it.
He said,
Probably got
haha,
hit by
no,
a
answering emails.
monster truck.
Yeah. Oh, double A. I tell you what, freaking little Josh that used to comp with me in the basement. He brought out his brand new freaking $1,000. He spent $1,000 for batteries and everything. X-Max.
Bruce said he's recovering. Tony said, yeah, that too. He's icing his knee.
I've got one.
Dude, those
And they're
things are
bad.
fun. He was running on 8S. I was like,
Zach,
holy
Cardboard Crawler.
fuck.
He must have bought it used if he paid $1,000 with batteries. That's a good deal.
I don't know. I think he bought it. It looked brand new.
He
when
paid
he brought it.
he paid probably $1,000 for the truck and then another $250 or $300 for the batteries. They're not
Probably.
cheap.
Probably.
I did pick mine up for used, but lightly used.
Oh,
I got it
just
for $900.
jumped and landed wrong. Yeah, I've been there, done that.
Oh yeah.
I freaking jumped down off the freaking trailer the other day. Big mistake. Freaking landed, shooting pain, like sharp shooting pain all the way up my back. Oh, it sucked.
Cardboard Crawler said, anyone guess what I'm doing? Which is Zach, our buddy. James said, making a video. And Cardboard said, James.
Yep. He's been going at it like crazy over there in California.
Hell
You don't
yeah,
want to
he's
leave
got
Donner
beautiful
Pass.
places to crawl, man. Been digging them
Thank
nighttime
you.
videos and shit. That's cool,
Oh
man.
yeah, for $400 bucks.
Enjoying it. I'd be doing that too. I don't know if I'd be videoing.
Yeah. Yeah, it did not feel good, Tony. Oh, did not feel good. So from now on, I will be using the like built-in step ladder off the back of the trailer. I won't be just jumping off the side of it anymore.
Tony sold a lightly used XRT for $400.
Damn.
Nice.
He said
That was
he
a
can't
broken
help
deal.
making those videos, Zach.
He must have got rid of all his Traxxas then, huh?
Oh, it was the one that got run over by the monster truck. Lightly used. That sounds like heavily used.
Right.
Those things weigh like I don't even know what a modern monster truck weighs anymore.
Oh, just one
14,000
tire.
pounds.
Just one tire weighs a couple $1,000, I think.
I think they're 14,000 pounds.
Is that
Yeah.
it? Yeah. I remember when they used to weigh like 10. And that was the last number I
And the back of the boat, the front was way too shallow. Ouch.
Jacob just bought 2 TRX High Countries, brand new for $400 each. Wow.
That was an awesome deal. How'd you get that?
Wait.
Dang.
Well, freaking
All right, Elmar. Have a good day at work.
Shane, Badass G, did a similar thing. He went to Riders Hobby and bought the TRX Bronco, and he brought the High Trail and batteries, and I think a charger for $1,000.
Wow, that is like pretty
That's a
much
good
that
deal.
Yeah.
Because the High Trails, I think, are $550,
Yeah.
and then the regular ones are $450, I think. If you got batteries with it, you got to. They must have threw in the batteries. Yeah.
Well, for me, this was $600 when I bought it back in whenever. What was that?
That was with tax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was with the battery and everything. Out the door with a battery, $600. That's that local, that the one we go to, Sprats there, Jay, down by me. And you know, he's cool with me and that, so he knew I'd talk about him and all and everything. So they were $550, and then the battery was $50, and he didn't charge me any tax. Basically,
Seal is
gave me at the price.
Put a new set of boggers on this one, Jim.
nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, the Chevy.
Yeah, somebody did get a steal for $400.
So Owen, what's up, Owen? Owen said he quit jumping off trailers a long time ago, Jason.
Yeah, I need to stop doing that. It's about time. I'm turning 40, so I need to stop.
Tony said that truck, I mean, it got run over by a monster truck. And then he went on to say he jumped off the boat. It was fine, but I'm back in the boat. The front was way too shallow.
Ouch.
I get it. Yeah, man. Coming up short.
I jumped out of the front of my dad's boat. It was on the trailer in the front yard at his house, and I jumped out of the bow of the boat, up on a trailer, flat on the ground, barefoot. My foot just slipped out from underneath me, and I probably broke my foot and didn't do anything about it. But boy, that was a miserable summer after that. I don't know what I did. I couldn't hardly walk on that foot forever.
Ouch.
Yeah, I was at this concert hall in Detroit. It was called it's still there, Harpo's Concert Theater. And the band Metal Church was on stage. And it's an old concert hall. I mean, it's tiered off, and then there's, like the orchestra pit, and then the stage behind that. Well, the mosh pit is in the orchestra pit now, and you can be up right there by the stage during a concert. And so you're like literally, well, the stage is almost 8 foot high, but you're right there at the feet of the guys playing. And I jumped up on the stage with the band, and they went into this deal where they're all standing in a line, head banging and their long hair swinging. And so I was right up there and jumped in there with them. And, it was cool and all. And then I seen the bouncer. You can't miss the bouncer. He's like your size. His hand, his palm was literally the width of my ass. As I tried to dive off the stage to get away from him, he swatted at me like a bear, and it threw my ass out in front of me. So I'm flying at the crowd with my arms flailing, my legs in front of me.
Yard sale.
The crowd said, "No way, motherfucker," and they all spread out.
Oh, man. That'd have been the best swan or stage dive ever.
Yeah. So, well, no, it wasn't that bad. It didn't turn out horrible as far as anybody could tell. It looked pretty cool, really, because I landed it. But when I landed it, I landed with my left leg first, and I shattered my calcaneus, which is your heel bone. I ripped it into 3 pieces. Basically, the tendon at the front of the bone where the front of your foot is connected to it, it ripped the bone that way, and my Achilles ripped it the other way. And then there was the heel bone floating. And so I'm standing there, and this guy runs up, and he's like, "Man, that was so cool." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, I think I broke my foot. Help me to the table. I'll tell you all about it."
Well, you know what? You want to go outside? Yeah.
And so several shots and a few beers. It was that kind of a bar. There's probably like 2,000 people in there. It was crazy. That was, when was that? That would have been 94. So I was like 24. One of many broken bones. Great stories. Good times.
I can remember the very first time I ever rode a bull, and somewhere I have it on video. And I got bucked off, obviously almost instantly out of the gate. And I got lucky. I did get lucky because I got stomped on by 2 of his feet. Well, no,
No
four
way.
of his feet. He came down on all fours instead of just two. But one of those rear legs got me right in the gonads.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah. Did
I
not
bet you
feel
were
good.
swelled up for a month.
Oh, I said I didn't leave the couch for at least 2 to 3 weeks with a frozen bag of vegetables on my crotch.
And you still had kids.
Yeah. But the funny thing is you see me get over the gate. I get over the fence, just clear as day. Didn't even look like anything happened. Got over the fence, and then I went down and I kneeled over, grabbed both of my knees, and started shaking my head. And my cousin Travis, I think you met him, came walking over, and he's creeping down next to me. And then he stands up, turns and faces the camera, and just starts busting a gut. And then you see him walking. And then you see him walking across the freaking arena, gets behind the camera, and everybody's like, "Is he okay? Is he okay?" Yeah, he's fine. He just said, "T, he got me. T, he got me in the gonads." That's what I said to him, so he's repeating it to everybody else. It was the funniest thing
Nice.
ever.
Good one.
I
Yeah.
wish I could find that video. It was freaking hilarious.
Tony said the only thing
Yeah,
wrong with
here's
that one that got run
my-
over by the monster truck was a cracked frame and 2 crushed tire rims.
Oh, no, I did not eat those veggies.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, here's my first high
He just
trail
kept refreezing
before there wasn't such a thing.
What tires
Oh, yeah.
are those? Super Swampers?
Yeah, 2.2s, the XL Swampers.
Hell yeah. That definitely an aftermarket bumper.
Yep, it's got
You
it's
got
got
a
a
winch?
functional winch.
Ah, hell yeah.
But man,
That's a bad motherfucker right there.
I guarantee you, if that freaking bull came down on just his hind legs, I would not have the kids I have today.
Yeah, you wouldn't have that beard either.
No, probably not. And my voice would probably be 5 octaves higher.
Yeah, you'd have a serious testosterone shortage.
Yeah.
Tony said that XRT was a tank. Notice I didn't post the video. I made it look too good. Well, thank you, Tony, for that. Liz said, sorry I didn't say goodbye. It's all right, Liz. People drop out sometimes I drop out sometimes without warning.
Yeah.
We all do.
Just don't have a choice sometimes. Oh, damn it. Oh man. Trying to get caught up and I'm falling further behind.
Mhm.
Stinky Cola showed up. What's up, brother? Why won't my fucking
Man, your cola really stinks.
what's the matter with
That was
me?
kind of a
I've
dad joke.
never heard that before.
Okay. Stinky Cola said, able to pick up a fully decked out Axial SCX-10 trail honcho. Got hundreds in parts on it with 4 3S batteries for $200. You thief.
Damn.
Lucky fucker, man. Awesome. Great deal, man.
I don't know. Somebody else I know got an SCX-10 for free.
Yeah, I did.
I almost did. I'm still probably going to get it for a steal of a deal.
What's that?
And I got like limited edition rims.
Well, according to
tires.
Jacob Bliss here in the chat, it's his, but I heard otherwise. So we'll see. There's a battle right now for a blue
Are
high.
you? Oh, is Jim selling it?
No, Badass G.
No,
Oh, what's he selling?
Well, he said he would probably make me a deal unless Jacob beats me to it, which he might have, on a blue high trail
Chevy Ford?
Ford.
Yeah, if I get
Jacob
if I
said-
want the Ford High Trail, I'll just get the body because I've already got the K10.
Yeah.
And it's all I gotta do is swap the body and
Well, do
Yeah.
they have this? I
can
thought
have
oh,
Ford.
they got that easy click system.
the Fords have the Easy Click system, and I think the Fords have a different wheelbase, don't they?
The Ford, the F-150 and the K10 are absolutely identical besides the body and the bumpers.
Oh, okay, so it's the Bronco that's the different wheelbase.
The Blazer. That one I just showed you, the K5 Blazer,
Yeah.
and the Sport High Trail they just came out with. They just released the first of the month. That is the 12.3. The Jim's F-150 and my K10, the pickup is there 13. Yes, that 13.2 wheelbase. And if you got the Defender or the 2001 Bronco, that is 12.8 wheelbase.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how that system works.
It is. It's very cool.
And the same in the front. This ain't like working with a 24, man. It's coming right off. It's got that. These are the.
I love the fact they got rid of the body pins. That's so nice.
I
Spot
I
for rock
think-
legs.
more of the 24 manufacturers need to get this type of system.
Like the mini Z's.
Yeah,
That's a little bit of a pain.
I like it.
The Traxxas 4M, the TRX 4M, has the same clips as what Jim was just showing you. They just got one in the back and one in the front.
Oh, okay.
So that is probably as a small scale goes, that is the ultimate. It's easier than magnets. You don't have to worry about the body falling off. It always stays right where it's supposed to. So you release the clips and pull the body off. No,
Jacob said he'll fight you for it, Jason.
Yeah, I seen that.
arm wrestle.
He also said that that's the same Bronco that Jacob or that oh shit, who was it? Now damn it, I lost it. Where'd you go, Jacob?
Badass G.
Oh, same Bronco that Badass G got for $400.
Yeah.
So it's a 79 Bronco or the 2001.
The 79.
The one you were showing when you were holding yours up.
Yeah. Okay. I've actually got a brand new Bronco body for that same truck. That's my original TRX4 body that I bought back when COVID first started going in 2020.
See,
What got me back. That body on my original TRX4 was what got me back in the hobby.
hell yeah.
Shane is all worried about me scratching the blue F-150 because it's yours.
I love it.
I love that root beer brown. I don't know what it is about that color. It's gorgeous. Of course, my dad had a 77 short white Ford F-150 that was identical. It was root beer brown.
I think I would like it
36-inch
a little bit.
buckshots.
I think I would like it a little bit better if it had a two-tone tan in the middle of it.
You can get those.
Really?
eBay. Oh yeah, you can get anything. You can get this still sticker that goes like that. The Bronco that I showed you, the red stripe down the side. All that stuff's on eBay.
No shit.
Yes, sir. I can take that Blazer there that I just showed you, my K10, this is my K5 right here.
Yeah.
I can get a stripe and put down the side of it. This is a 12.3
Zach.
wheelbase. This is the same wheelbase as the 79 Bronco, the 79 Blazer, the Sport.
Zach said he watched a kid backflip off a wrought iron 6-foot fence in the rain right at the end of the night. Didn't make the flip, broke both his kneecaps and some other bone. It was a long night.
That's sad.
Yeah. Okay, Tony said that frame didn't crack. It was the cheap body that cracked. Wow, that's amazing. Getting run over by a monster truck. Oh, bummer. Tony said he wished he'd filmed that. Right, filmed Horizon RC Fest with his phone. The audio from his professional camera got all jacked up.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Is he at the one out west too? Did he go to Axel Fest West? The one that's going on right now?
Oh, up at Donner? That's up at Donner Pass on Lake Tahoe, isn't it?
I don't know where. It's in California, is all I know.
Yeah, I think
it started yesterday, and anyway, it's going through the weekend, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know
think
if Tony was out west or not.
I think that's where they have it at, up over in Donner's Pass
What's up,
somewhere.
Nate? RC Remedy in the
Tony
house?
is still in Michigan.
What's up, Nath?
Bruce said, if you Ford lovers want to see something cool, the latest episode of Gas Monkey YouTube, they took a Ford Raptor, reskinned it with a 79 F-150. Really looked good. They only wanted $200,000 for it. Yo!
Ouch.
Losi just came out with
What's up, Alex Gonzalez?
the new Losi the Ray, damn it,
The Rock Ray?
Rock Ray 2.0 or something. They came out with it, the Raptor body, and also the 67 F100.
Ooh.
Tony said he's still in Michigan. Alex Gonzalez said he finished his hearse build. Man, you gotta
Nice.
jump on here sometime and show it.
Heck yeah.
Zach said he's not on Donner Pass.
Oh, no. No, but isn't Axial Pass held there?
He said it's over closer to Highway 50. It's near the beginning of the original start to the Rubicon Trail.
Oh, okay.
And Nate said he's sitting here watching paint dry, literally. Wow.
Stimulating.
I hope you're working. Hope you're on the
Getting
clock,
paid
buddy,
for it.
brother.
To watch paint dry.
You can't get a whole lot better job than that one, huh?
I don't know. You could be where I was at. It's been out all week. I just been watching windmill parts come off the boat, put them on the truck. I get the number off of it. Check. I go sit down in my truck again.
You know, I'm sure like the first couple times you watched it, you know, way back the first time, whatever, it was pretty cool watching that. But after, you know, however many have gone by you, you're probably like, yeah.
Well, when I first started, I was the guy up on the boat delashing all the parts before they can come off. Or I was in the truck driving the parts around out in the yard. Yep, you work your way up. That's where I started, at the bottom. Work your way up.
It's the way it used to be. A lot of jobs.
Still is. Yeah, nothing's changed. Not here.
Where you're at. it hasn't been that way here in Michigan since I started working, man. You can't there I haven't found not a shop that I've worked at that, you work at for a few years and then you're laid off. Or it goes out of business or whatever.
Well, the difference between a regular I belong to a union. Union. Right. It's a union job, union work.
I work for the UAW, man.
Yeah. Well, I used to work construction in the laborers union, and yeah, construction. You want to talk about feast or famine? You never knew when your job was going to last or go. How long it was going to last, or or when you're out of work, how long it's going to be before you found another job. I hated that.
Said he's watching the grass grow.
Yay, I'm gonna get my freaking clone working again.
Cardboard said no, Axial Fest is not on Donner Pass nor at Donner Ski Ranch anymore. It was here for 1 or 2 years.
Oh, gotcha.
Zach's getting paid $35 an hour to watch paint dry. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, we've got a tentative contract too.
Be all up in it. Huh?
We got a tentative contract agreement too, so I will hopefully be getting a nice fat raise this year.
Cool.
And the back pay.
That's awesome. Hell
and
yeah.
Back pay?
Yeah.
Nice.
From July of 2021. Yeah, something's gonna get done around the house. I want to pave my I got a circular driveway. It might be 150 feet long and 100 feet for the road or so, and just kind of makes a big U. I want it paved. I don't want to wash my truck on my driveway because it just turns into a sloppy mess as soon as I put water on it.
Yeah.
It doesn't, it doesn't it's not deep mud or nothing. It just tracks everywhere.
Right. The only way I'll wash my car is if I pull it up on the pad down at the walkout basement we have.
This time of year, I'll just pull it out in the yard and wash it in the yard.
The only way my truck gets washed is if I'm feeling ambitious enough to drive through the car wash on my way home.
To be honest with you people, I haven't probably washed all of my cars put together more than 10 times.
Yeah.
I just don't wash my car. But I never really owned any new cars. I always bought a used car. Hell, I had a Toyota that I never washed once. Not once.
Was that 95 you were telling me about earlier?
I had a Honda 85 Toyota. Yep. It was great, man. I had that in 93, actually. I was 23 years old with a lifted 85 Toyota. I remember jumping in it. Out of a buddy of mine had a quarry on his family farm, and we'd go race our shit down there. And I took my Toyota through there. I was 6 feet in the air when I jumped out of the quarry. Landed it, drove it home. Next day I came out to get in and I looked, the fuck is my back tire? I had snapped all the U-bolts on the leaf springs. So the leaf springs were floating on the axle. The only thing holding the axle to the truck was the drive shaft. And I drove it all the way home.
That and your shocks.
Shocks, yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that. But yeah. That's it. I mean, that don't even really make a whole lot of sense, but it worked. I don't know. Maybe I dropped the last couple bolts as I pulled in. Maybe I don't know, but When I got out and I went in the house, I come out the next day and it was all shifted. I was like, mother. So I kicked the rear end, it slid over, and I went and bought U-bolts because I had a Bronco at that time too. So I just drove the Bronco. Went and got more U-bolts, put her back together.
I have
Good truck.
my 84 K10. Last time I went and wheeled it, I got home. I don't know how. I had a pretty bad vibration going all the way home. And when I got home, my rear U joints, I could sit there and go like this with my rear U joints
Oh wow.
on my drive line.
Well, at least
They
it
were-
didn't
they were
happen on the
tired.
way, you know. You got home, you just take it.
I got home.
Oh yeah. Trucks take a lot of abuse, man. I don't care what truck it is.
I think I've got the
Shit
wrong
out.
pinion on there. I gotta it's 1 ton axles, but I think I got 1 ton or half ton drive lines on it.
JD
So those U joints don't hold up to that big block power. Who's taking off?
JD's RC.
No. Later, buddy.
See you, man.
Yeah, guy, Yoda tough. That's a good truck. I never changed the oil in it once because I had a main seal leak at the back of the engine.
You just kept adding to it.
I just put a quart of oil in once a month.
Oh, that's leak was slow. That was a slow leak.
Yeah,
You never changed the oil filter even?
had that truck for like 6 years. I was young and stupid, man. I had it from like 23. Well, I didn't have it 6 years. 23 to 20. Well, yeah. Well, 5 years, 28. My wife finally talked me into selling it. She's like, that thing is old and beat up. And I love that truck. And man, I kick myself all the time.
Straight axles, front and rear. Yep, that was a sweet truck.
Yeah, it was, man. It was a great truck. 33-inch tires on it.
So you only had like maybe a 3-inch lift on it, or was it stock?
3-inch, no, 4-inch lift. I had a 4-inch lift, and then I had 33-inch tires on it. It was a great Michigan truck, man, because they weren't big, wide fuckers, you know. They were just, you know, relatively narrow for 33 inches tall. And so, you know, I could just crawl through mud and everything, go wherever I wanted to go. Here in
As long as it didn't get deep.
wintertime, it ran.
You start playing in the mud holes where the big boys go with the big gumbo tires, the big 44s, then that's when you run into trouble with the little tires.
Well, yeah, okay, I can't, yeah, when you're talking feet. When the water's higher than the truck's windows are, you know, and shit like that. I mean, yeah, for driving, you know, in the woods and, you know, around back roads,
yeah.
You know, everything around that I ran into, but, you know, out on farm, you know, I could make it through the fields and, you know, muddy, it didn't matter. Down them back trails and 2 tracks and shit.
Ooh, grump.
Max Paul got a new 96 Ford Taurus with the famous 3-liter. Drove that car everywhere. 745,000 miles. 1 rebuilt transmission. Had to junk it because the rust belt was getting really bad to look at. Wow, Max, amazing. 745,000 miles on 1 vehicle. I've never owned a car longer than about 40,000 miles, 50,000 miles.
My brother-in-law had a 2nd-gen Dodge Cummins that had, I think, 300,000 miles on it, over 300,000 miles on it.
Yeah, but this was a
That's one for
3-liter
Cummins, though.
Ford Taurus motor.
Yeah.
That motor's barely broke in.
I know.
He said he drove it for 20 years. Jacob had a 90 Ford Escort Pony. Never did an oil change once a month. I would just 4 quarts low, and I knew it because it started running great. So I'd just add 4 quarts.
I'd still be driving my 90,
Ford
my
Escort GT.
I'd still be driving my 2003 Ram if it hadn't started nickel and damn me to death. Every time I turned around, the power steering pump would go out, or the fuel system, or just something else. It was just, I was tired of it. Tired of having to wrench on it to keep it going. So traded in, bought brand new.
Hell yeah.
When I got my upgrade of my job last year.
Hell yeah, man. Good to still see some people living the way you're supposed to.
All right, guys. I am going to call it now.
Well, we squeezed more than an hour out of them, guys.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to hang on for a little while, seeing as how Tony jumped on.
Well, it was funny
Didn't
because
tell me you had a lot to say, though.
ago, you said it, and everybody was saying goodbye, goodbye. And Wolf Track said something like, don't tell daddy or whatever, because they kept saying goodbye, and he's like, shut the fuck up, everybody. And so I didn't read any of the goodbyes or anything, and then people started throwing up comments, so then you extended it on. And then Tony showed up, so we extended it.
Oh, shit.
Denny's 2002 Suburban, 340,000 miles.
Hell yeah.
500,000 on a 96 Dodge Dually, says Jacob.
Sweet.
All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to quit reading comments because we'll have him here another hour. He needs to. So,
Heck yeah, guys. Peace. Remember,
Chicken
no
grease.
live streams. No live streams this weekend. I'm going to be out of town. So, peace and chicken grease. If my computer would ever work. See, my computer doesn't even want me to end. I clicked on it like 3 times.
It's frozen.